What's up, YouTube? So, if you have not seen the past Q&A videos, check the description box, check the comment section down below. Thank you guys for asking these questions. It's really appreciated. And let's get started here. This, for the record, this is gonna be just a one-take video. All right, there's gonna be no cuts. I'm gonna get relaxed here. I'm gonna set my feet up. And let's get started here. All right. So the first question, I'm probably not gonna say many usernames because I'm terrible at pronouncing names. But let's start with this user's name here, or with her questions. And her questions are: do you have any pets? I don't personally. I used to have a dog. Named Maxine, but she died last year. She just got really old. She was a border collie. She just got really old and kept having violent seizures. So yeah, no pets. Do you have any siblings? I have 2 sisters, 1 brother. What is your favorite color? Black. Black is my favorite color, for sure. It's always been my favorite color. And my parents, they always hated that my favorite color was black, which made me like black even more. So, definitely black. And thank you for the questions. Let's move on to this guy's questions. You right here, you have been with me for a long time, bro. Holy shit. Anyway, first question is, thoughts on Blankets, the graphic novel? Okay. Blankets, the graphic novel. Let me see here. What is that? Craig Tomlinson? Okay, so this graphic novel, hold on for 1 second, guys. We're doing this in one take. Damn it. Alright. Hold on. I don't want you guys to get queasy. Hold on. Okay. I just didn't want you guys to get motion sickness. Now, what he's talking about is this right here. It's this graphic novel called Blankets. This is an extraordinary graphic novel right here. Let me see if I can't. Oh, I can. I love touchscreen. Extraordinary comic graphic novel. I've never read the full thing. I've read the first half, or I've read sections, but I never read the full thing. But I've always loved this beautiful cover here, and the artwork is just it's just so visually striking. It's basically kind of like a really trippy autobiography, I guess, and just beautiful stuff. I highly recommend it. Hold on. Don't get sick now. I don't want you to get sick. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, I would highly suggest checking out that graphic novel because it is fantastic. And it's actually something that I would love to create a film out of. And I mean to purchase it and finish it sometime. So back to your other questions. Did you enjoy the Mad Men series finale? Yes. Hold on. You guys don't know. I love Mad Men. I have not had a chance to even talk about it on my channel, sadly. But Mad Men has been my favorite show of all time for years. I think that Game of Thrones might be changing that, but Mad Men, you can see a little bit of my Mad Men obsessions here. Don Draper, what a fucking man. His haircut, my nigga, my white nigga, like Don Draper, woohoo, and my boy Roger, Pete, But no, the series finale was. I mean, I can't talk about it. I'm gonna have to find a way to do like an epic, like series review of Mad Men in like one video somehow. Still working on that. But I loved the series finale. Oh my god. Alright, let's move on. We got a lot of questions here. Okay. What will Christopher Nolan's next movie be? Well, yeah. I think that Christopher Nolan's next film either needs to be an epic, I've said this before in the past, it needs to be an epic biopic, or it needs to be a fantasy film. And personally, I think that it should be a fantasy film. That should be Christopher Nolan's next movie, in my opinion. I think that he needs to do I want to see his version. I want to see a Christopher Nolan version of Game of Thrones, Star Wars. That kind of story, but through the lens of Christopher Nolan, would be orgasmic. So, thank you. Thanks for your questions, and let's get to Billy's question or questions. He has here, hey buddy, I have 3 questions for you. What do you think about the rumors of George Miller possibly directing Man of Steel 2? It's pure rumor mill. I mean, pure rumor, pure speculation. No one has any idea, but it'd be interesting. I thought that Mad Max Fury Road was great, but it's not a bad choice, I'd be interested. I don't know if I would be like over the moon, but it'd be interesting. That's the only thing I can say. What do you think about them doing a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot? No. That's all I gotta say on that. What are your favorite movies so far this year? Favorite movies so far this year? Well, first off, I can't fully answer that because I'm starting to do my, once it gets to next year, right before next year, I have my list of best films I've seen this year, and I'm still sort of sifting through it, so I kind of can't answer it either way, but I can give you 3. In no particular order. The Gift from Joel Edgerton, Mad Max, and Inside Out from Pixar. Oh my god, those movies, those movies are extraordinary. They're just extraordinary. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. Thank you for the questions. And you've been with me for a long time, Billy. That's awesome, man. Thank you. So let's go to Alberto. Team Stark or Team Rogers? Team Stark, bitches. Tony Stark in this bitch, okay? Tony Stark that's my boy. Tony Stark, alright? Also, he wrote, hey, remember when you wished me happy birthday last year? Well, I turned 18 this year and went skydiving. Would you ever go skydiving? That's awesome, man. Big 18 in this bitch. Oh my god. I never feel old, but I just felt a tiny bit old. But you have so much life ahead of you. It's insane, bro. Oh my god. Anyway, let's see here. So you went skydiving. Would you ever go skydiving? I would go skydiving. I'd go skydiving. Hells yeah. I'd be terrified, but I'd go skydiving. Fuck it. YOLO. Let's see here. Dusta Rhymes asks, hey Jor-Els, is it cool if I have your kids? I don't want to have kids, man. At least no time soon. Fuck that shit. No, man. I'm trying to chase my dreams. Thanks for the question. Let's see here. So Smiley179, what's your favorite genre? What genre do you find underrated? Okay, let me just start there. Favorite genre is probably science fiction. The Matrix is my favorite film of all time, so probably science fiction. Science fiction, fantasy, you know. Genre that you find underrated. um, hmm. I don't know. I mean, I love biopics. I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like biopics can be. I think westerns. I think people really overlook great westerns. You know, like Tombstone. You know what I'm saying? With Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell. I feel like people overlook great westerns. There's some great ones. Um, Genre that you think has a lot of potential. Biopics. I'm obsessed with biopic movies. Straight Outta Compton, I gave a 9 out of 10. I love a great biopic. I've said this before. I'll probably say it many times going forth that a great biopic is the closest we're ever gonna get to time travel. Real shit. And genre that you think has a lot of potential that can make a big change in cinema. Actors you want to see in the same screen. Oh, fuck, I looked over that one. Actors I want to see in the same screen. Shit. I didn't put a substantial... fuck. I forgot you asked that question. Actors you want to see in the same screen. I don't know. I would love to see, like, Daniel Day-Lewis and... fuck, I don't know. I'm not sure, actually, because, like... my favorite actress, Ellen Page, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Ironically, they were in Inception, where I almost like orgasmed. I was so happy. I don't know. I was about to say Daniel Day-Lewis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but I think they were both in Lincoln from Steven Spielberg, so sort of. Actors you want to see in the same screen. Fuck, man. I'm thinking too long on this one. Maybe I'll respond in the comments section, but that's a great question. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but great question, though. Let's see here. So, Kennedy asks, how old are you? I'm 25 years old. I'm aware that I have Benjamin Button syndrome, sadly. Do you like any anime? Yes, I do. Anime. Where did I put my answers for this? Okay, yeah, some anime examples. Toonami from the 90s. On Cartoon Network. That's like my childhood in a nutshell. Loved it. My heart bleeds for Toonami. I need some Toonami shirts. Any Hayao Miyazaki movie. Any. Spirited Away, Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle, any. There's a movie called X from 1996. That's like literally one of the first pieces of anime I've ever seen, period. And it's just stuck in my memory. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe it's a terrible movie if I watch it now, but I used to rewatch it over and over and over. Pre-2000 or when Akira. I love Akira. I got like a 13 gig digital copy or some shit on my terabyte, one of my terabytes. And there's a movie called Metropolis from 2001, 2002. I think 2001. Metropolis. Oh God, I love it. But those are some examples of anime. Where are we at? 14 minutes? Fuck it. Let's see. Fuck, where am I? Oh, do you read DC or let me start over. Do you read DC or Marvel comics? Yeah. But there's nothing... Not recently. Recently I've just been big into graphic novels. Where are you from? I am from St. Louis, which is in Missouri. You know, United States, St. Louis. That's where I was born. Thank you for the questions. Uh, Raiders of the 22 asks, "What are your top 5 favorite movies?" I cannot answer that. I've never formally made a top 10 list, top 50 list, top 5 list. Never have. But what I can tell you is that 1999's The Matrix is my favorite film of all time. You'll probably hear it a lot. You probably heard it many times already if you've been with me long enough. But The Matrix, The Matrix is my favorite film of all time. I mean that, that made me want to make movies. Simple. Have you ever seen The Thin Red Line? I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. I like Terrence Malick a lot. But I don't know if I've seen it. There is a song from Hans Zimmer's score that's used in a lot of trailers, most recently Man of Steel and Days of Future Past, but a lot of people don't seem to have seen the movie. I know that Christopher Nolan has also mentioned the film as an influence on his own work, particularly the way he films memory sequences in Memento and Inception. Interesting. But if I've seen it, I don't remember it, unfortunately. But I do need to watch it because Terrence Malick, his movie, The New World, that I think had Christian Bale in there, is so gorgeous. Like, incredible film. Maybe my favorite film from him. And the trailer to The New World is one of the best trailers of all time. Holy shit. And I love Tree of Life. Tree of Life is just, oh my god, it's like going to another world and shit. Yeah. Terrence Malick he's something special. He's something special. Thank you for your question. And this person's question is, "Hi Jor-El, how do you think Marvel's Black Panther movie is going to do?" I think it's going to do great. All right. Do you think Marvel will show it love, or will they just consider it a black person side piece movie and not really try on this one? No. I think they're going to treat Black Panther with a lot of love, and I think it's going to be fucking awesome. If Ant-Man was awesome, if Guardians, Black Panther is going to be great. Okay, this is not race. No, Black Panther is going to be fucking awesome. All right, it's going to be awesome. Don't you worry. Thank you for your question, Renee. Of the 2 DC Extended Universe films coming out next year, which are you more excited for? Batman vs Superman or Suicide Squad? Batman vs Superman. Easy. Sorry. Suicide Squad looks equally as great. That's right. I said equally. But no, Batman vs Superman. Come on. Like, my head exploded when I first heard John Campea on AMC Movie Talk say that Batman vs Superman is coming. Like, my head almost exploded. So this guy's question is, what's your favorite guilty pleasure movie? I think that I'm going to go with 2004's Alexander. I've been obsessed with Alexander the Great my entire life. And yes, I think that movie literally has like fucking... It has a horrible rating on Rotten Tomato. Like, I think it has like straight up like a 16 out of... like a 16%. Something really low. I can't remember. But I'd say Alexander. I know that critics hate the movie, and it is flawed, but the final cut version, I love so many sections of it. Oh my god. Colin Farrell doesn't really change his accent. Okay, so Dylan asks, which actors do you think are overrated or underrated? This question gave me a lot of grief, I gotta say. Shit, man. You didn't really... I wasn't sure if you meant just actors in general, both male and female, or if you only just meant male. But either way, Emma Stone. Emma Stone is extremely overrated, in my opinion. Like, I feel like a lot of people love Emma Stone. But, like, the only movie I've ever seen her in where I was like, whoa, was Birdman. That's it. All of her other movies are just, like, they're okay, I guess. I would actually also say that Bradley Cooper is pretty overrated. He's a good actor, but I just don't think he's no Daniel Day-Lewis, alright? And most underrated. I feel like Ellen Page doesn't come up enough when we're talking about great actresses. And I think that Ellen Page is just extraordinary. She is able to truly omit, she knows how to, she's just great. She's great, alright? Hard Candy is my favorite thriller of all time. Let's see here. My God, we're already at the 21-minute mark, people. Probably one of my longest videos to date so far. Anyway, oh my God, I just lost my footing. Where am I at? Okay. So also, how do you think they can save the next season of True Detective, if there is one? There will be one. For people who were disappointed with the second season, True Detective season 1 is a 10 out of 10 for me. Season 2 was a major letdown. I don't know. I mean, they just gotta try. They just gotta try again. Sadly, they just gotta try again. You know, move your best foot forward. Yeah, they just gotta try again, man. And hopefully, good luck to them. Hey, 2 things from Aggressive Pineapple. Is there any director that you aspire to or look up to? Christopher Nolan is someone that I look up to greatly, and Stanley Kubrick is my favorite director of all time still. So I'd say those 2. Do you think if Heath Ledger never died, his Joker would be as big as it is? It is a fantastic performance, but I feel like if he was still alive, it wouldn't be such a milestone like it is, like being called the best performance of all time. I personally think him dying gave his Joker a boost that is unfair to people like Jared Leto. First off, I respectfully, substantially disagree with you. Heath Ledger's performance is fantastic. Period. It's fantastic. Whether, you know, if he had lived, whether he died, it doesn't matter. It is like the new Darth Vader. His portrayal of the Joker is the greatest modern villain in cinema at the current time, in my opinion. Okay, it's up there with Alex McDowell and A Clockwork Orange, alright? Heath Ledger made something monumental as a Joker, and I refuse this whole, well, you know, I think his death actually makes people say that he's great. No. His performance was great because it was great. Okay? Shit. But that's just my opinion. Great question, by the way. Okay. This person asks, what are some theories you came up with after watching Upstream Color from Shane Carruth, who I am obsessed. I don't even know what I just said. I am so obsessed with Shane Carruth. Upstream Color is an obsession of mine. I've seen it many times, and unfortunately, I can't answer this question the way you want me to, because I actually do plan on doing a very in-depth spoiler review of Upstream Color. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a 10 out of 10. Upstream Color, if you're not familiar with it, you need to just watch the trailers, to be honest, because it's so difficult to explain, but Upstream Color is so good. I mean, it's complex narrative structure. I literally just let the movie wash over me when I watch. When I watch the movie, I just let it wash over me like a wave. I sink into it like sinking into a full bathtub, and I usually don't even think. I just let it come in, and then when the movie's over, I always try to think of different interpretations. And while I'm watching it, I try to find different nuances. I love that movie. I love this question. Might be my favorite question so far that I've read, just because I truly love Shane Cruz's Upstream Color. I think it's a gorgeous movie. There's so much detail in it. It's so dense. Oh my god. But there will be a movie review on that coming. Also, I want to recommend to you, I don't know if you're aware, but look up Shane Cruz A Topiary. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's like a movie that he meant to make, but he just never finished it. The screenplay is online, and he also has a short film, at least that he starred in, that's called Everything and Everything and Everything. It's online. It's on YouTube. It's like 10-15 minutes. Watch it. That shit is super weird. Was it difficult making your first film? It was very difficult making my first film. Extraordinarily so. I mean, there were some times where I was like, "Fuck, are we really gonna finish this? It was so difficult because I starred in it, I wrote it. I made the soundtrack for it. Like, I really poured my soul into my first film. And it's definitely not perfect from a technical point of view. There's definitely some flaws. But I embraced the technical flaws. I knew that there were going to be technical flaws, okay? We made the movie for less than $4,000, okay? Less than $3,000. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm proud of it. It was hard to make, and I did the best I could, and I'm very proud of it. It's about to be at 10,000 views soon, which is really, really intense. Yeah. If your life was a movie, what movie would it be? The Matrix. Great questions. I have one question. Since when did you start focusing on movies as an energy boost for your life? As far back as I can remember, be honest. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved going to the cinema. I've always loved storytelling. And yeah. The only interesting tidbit I can add to that is that Tim Burton's. I used to want to write novels, books, and Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. When I first saw that, I was so inspired and so in love with that movie that I dusted off my dad's old ass green typewriter and wrote my own version of Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. He also says, I hope that you keep it simple like always. No need for spoiler and non-spoiler movie reviews. I respectfully disagree. People have been asking me to do spoiler-free reviews for a long time. And I do spoiler-free reviews. Yeah, I think I've done like 7 so far this year. But I mostly do a lot of spoiler-filled reviews, and I'm going to keep doing my new method, which is doing bite-sized, spoiler-free movie reviews and spoiler-filled movie reviews for one movie. When there will be exceptions, but I'm going to be doing this moving forth, doing the spoiler-free mini reviews, as I'm starting to refer to them. It just opens up a new, fresh possibilities, comedically and spoiler-free wise. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing them, man. I'm gonna keep doing them. People have been responding very nicely to them. And, yeah. That's all I gotta say. I mean, it's not gonna work for everyone, but I like fresh. I like different. And sometimes those two take getting used to. But to be honest, these spoiler-free mini reviews are gonna be so short that, I mean, you could just skip them. To be honest, I mean, they're gonna be less than a minute or at a max a minute long. I mean, not that big of a deal to me, but hey, to each his own. Thank you for your question. Hey Jor-El, who do you want to be acting as Tupac if the movie is coming out? And who do you think the director will be for this movie? Greetings from the Netherlands. I think I know who you are. I do. Holla! But, oh my god, we're at the 30-minute mark. I need to speed this up. Who do you want to be acting as Tupac? I don't know. There's no one. I tried looking, man. I saw your question. I tried looking. I haven't seen anyone. But if someone had a gun to my head, I'd probably say Michael B. Jordan, because he's just great. And his interpretation would be interesting. Who do you think the director would be? I think the director should honestly just be the same guy who made Straight Outta Compton. What's his fucking name? F. Gary? I don't know if that's correct, but Gary, what the fuck? F. Gary Gray, excuse me. He should do it. I thought he did a superb job with Straight Outta Compton. It should either be him, just have him do it. Shit, you know? Should either be him or Antoine Fuqua, who did Training Day, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did The Equalizer, Southpaw. So yeah, one of those two. What are your top 3 favorite horror movies and why? I don't know. I did a lot of thinking about this. I can tell you right offhand that The Shining has to be number 2 for Stanley Kubrick. Extraordinary. It has the greatest teaser trailer of all time, in my opinion. I mean, this is a perfect teaser trailer. It's literally an elevator opens and the room gets filled up with blood. And the title cards inform you what the movie is, who's directing it. It's so perfect. It's creepy as fuck. If I was seeing that for the first time ever in theaters, I would have been scared from the fucking teaser trailer. I'd be like, God damn, I don't know if I want to see that fucking movie. And it gives you nothing. It spoils nothing. It is a perfect teaser trailer, in my opinion. Anyway, Stanley Kubrick, genius. So I'd say The Shining. And 28 Days Later from Danny Boyle has been my favorite horror film since, what was that, 2002? Love that film. Haunting as fuck. What do you think and what are your impressions about The Hateful Eight? I love Quentin Tarantino. I think The Hateful Eight is going to be extraordinary. I mean, I love like all of his movies. I mean, Pulp Fiction is a big one. Django Unchained. I've been obsessed with The Hateful Eight ever since he did that live reading thing. I think it's going to be... It might be his best movie yet. Seriously. I know a lot of people have been underwhelmed from the trailer, but trust me, just because it's like, oh, is he doing a smaller movie? Oh, no, don't let that fool you. The movie's gonna be fucking nuts. Okay, I can't wait to see The Hateful Eight. And I think apparently he filmed The Hateful Eight with the same camera lenses that were used on Ben-Hur, which is incredible. So I can't wait. Me and some people are trying to go see that bitch in legit 70 millimeter. Okay, so what's your favorite Superman comic? I have it up. It is, okay, I'm gonna have to take you guys for a spin really quick. Hold on. I just want you to get motion sickness. Alright. It would be this right here. Superman Secret Identity. Alright? Hold on. I'll wait till you get That motion sickness. We're doing this in one take, folks. I don't give a fuck how long it takes to upload this bitch. But yeah, Superman Secret Identity, the best Superman comic book of all time. Best Superman comic book of all time, okay? Seriously, if the Man of Steel had the emotional depths of this comic book, Man of Steel would have been a 10 out of 10 for me. I gave it a 9 out of 10 the movie, but perfect comic book, 10 out of 10 comic book. It exudes awe and wonder. It's just so deep. Oh, love it. Love it. Highly recommend it. Okay. Okay, let's try to speed this up. See if we can't get this within the 30-minute mark, which we probably won't. But your favorite Marvel movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, for sure. This person asks, are there any upcoming horror movies you are excited for? Fuck, forgot about this question. I did 2 trailer reactions on my channel. One was called The Witch, and another one's called Mommy something. Good night, Mommy. I'm really interested in those, and I'm actually interested, now that you mention it, in Eli Roth's The Green Inferno. I am fucking sick of seeing the trailers. I want to see the movie. I'm very intrigued. Very intrigued. Favorite actor? I would go with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a creature. Ever since I saw him in I think it was Maniac. It was a movie with him and Zooey Deschanel from a long time ago. Holy shit. 500 Days of Summer. You know, what else? He was in Dark Knight Rises. He was in Lincoln. Shit, this fool was in all kinds of movies. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I mean, I don't know that there's a role that he can't do. I mean, he's just so great. Thanks for the question. Are you? This other person, the final question asks, are you going to review Star Wars The Force Awakens? Of course I am, okay? Of course I am. What kind of question is that? Of course I'm going to review it. Are you kidding me? I rarely see movies twice in theaters, but odds are pretty high I'm going to see it twice in theaters. And speaking of which, I'm doing a movie review on all the Star Wars movies, okay? I've already done Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace. The review for this on that is coming soon. And then I will be reviewing, people who've been with me for a long time, I do this all the time. Probably sick of me doing it, but I'll never get sick of doing it. The untouched original trilogy, people. Untouched. Fuck them Blu-rays, okay? You want me to watch a Blu-ray? Adapt this. The original, motherfuckers. But yeah, so after I did a review on that, I'll be reviewing these before The Force Awakens. And I can't wait. The Force Awakens is my most anticipated film of 2015. So, to keep this within the 30-minute mark, thank you guys for all of your questions. They were all fantastic. And I love you guys, you know. I think what I'm going to do is, like, you know, when we get to 6,000 subscribers, I'll do another Q&A. When we get to 7,000, and we'll do another one. And we'll just keep it going so that these always feel kind of special. And, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for the questions. See you soon. Peace.